We've just seen the running of race number 4, the start of the jackpot this afternoon, and a great finish we treated to, and it's Justin Snate to the fore on number 13, Queen of Quiet, daughter of Kingsbarn. Well done to the sponsors here, owners and breeders, Drakenstein Stud, and of course Richard Fourie. And this filly, while she took a bit of time to find her feet to win last time out, she's certainly come on in a big way, and Richard's going to tell us a bit more. Firstly, congratulations, you're early on the board.
Yeah, thank you, Dees. It's been a quiet run, but I think it's time things change a little. But yeah.
This filly, her last win was a good win, and of course, the way she won that day, there were signs that she's certainly going to improve with racing.
Oh, very much so. The speed wasn't on last time, and she showed a very good turn of foot, and just winning a maiden coming into open company. I knew I could ride a bit more confident because she has a turn of foot, and they were going a good clip around me. I just had to fend off horses, and funny enough, the horse that ran second, I thought was one of the horses, or the top to pick in the race was myself and him, and we went down a short. It was a good pick, lovely filly. Thank you to Mrs. Rupert and the family, and also another lovely day at the Lamra and Queen's Plate Carnival.
That's what I was going to touch on, Ness. You said that you had to make the pick because, whilst you're in a comfortable position with all these horses to choose from, come, final declarations, it must give you a headache.
Yeah, I got Jono whispering into my ear, I got Justin saying something else, and I got Mr. Snaith putting in another 20 cents in there, and it can get confusing, but I ride them at home. I can feel who's coming on and who's doing the improvement, and you end up liking horses and you want to ride them regardless if they're not the right horse, but you just favour them, and you feel a bit more positive riding them, and put a lot of time and effort into this filly, and she's quirky, she's got her ways, and she's got turn of foot, so that's all I needed today, and she won a good race.
Before you leave us, Richard, there's too many to mention. It's a massive weekend for yourself and the team, the Snate Yard. Which horse excites you the most over the 2 days?
Well, do it again. He's the champion, and he didn't have a great run last time, but he's a good horse. He'll bounce back. And then Bulgarian, he's a top horse, double mint, doing well. So we're expecting some fireworks in the next 2 days.
Later on, if I get the chance to talk to you or one of the presenters, which horse could it be?
Wait, for today or?
Today.
Like Pinkerton in the last as well.
Thanks for that, Richard.
All right, thank you.
Lovely. Well done to Richard, and receiving his bottle of champers as well. Let's get Justin Snate in, the winning trainer. And Justin, firstly, let's touch on the string, the yard, and the mood back home.
Yeah, look, it's been, I've put a lot of horses away for this weekend. So we have about 50 horses over the next 2 days. So we just haven't been running a lot of horses, and we've been on the bit of the quiet side. So I don't know if I've got it quite back yet to where we should be, but we're getting there. So it's let's see what happens. We've run second, third, fourth in the race before this, and we ran places and others. So first and second here. So it's coming.
This carnival has been very kind to your yard. You've had massive success over the years since its inception. I think it's 4 years now that we've had the 2-day carnival. And I'm sure you've aimed your horses over these 2 days.
Yeah, without a doubt. This is for us now the main meeting of the Cape season. Make no mistake, we take this as the biggest day. So as in Durban, you'd have the Vodacom Durban July. This weekend is our big one. So I've done everything I possibly can to ensure that these horses run as best they can. So it's been a long work, no holidays. My family were on holiday. I sadly wasn't. Sure. And my whole staff, we've worked right through. So we're really hoping for, the harder you work, the luckier you get. So we're really hoping for a good weekend.
You always mention that it's all about support that makes a good team. You need the horses, and you've had a lot of success in these white and blue silks.
Yes, it's an absolute privilege for my brother and I to be part of the Drakenstein team. It's amazing the effort that goes in to gain all that puts a lot of time and effort into what is, as I said, the biggest race day in Cape Town, and just so happy to be part of it, to be honest. lucky to be, and with this win, I might be part of it for a little bit longer.
Hopefully the wheel turns here. This is where it all starts for you, because you got one on the board. There's too many runners to talk about over the next 2 days. Let's just talk about today's runners, if you can touch on your principles.
No, look, it's going to be very hard here and in. I mean, there were a few horses I fancied earlier and they went missing, so it's going to be really hard. There's nothing easy about it, to be honest. I think on Saturday we're actually probably a little bit more stronger, where horses like Kazima, I'm bringing out horses like Kazima, horses like Double Mint, that Clyde Basil said looked ordinary last time in the race against Hawam, but he's not ordinary, I can assure you. So he's a very, very nice horse, and I expect a good run from him. And do it again, slowly getting there. Today he was the best day with him. He's slowly getting. He's just been so long waiting for races with him. He should have raced a little bit more. So that race last time woke him up, and I'm sure he'll give a good account of himself tomorrow. So horses like that, follow the yard tomorrow. We're expecting a big day.
Thanks for that, Justin, and all the best to your team.
Thank you very much.
Well done to winning trainer Justin Snate. And then Mrs. Rupert is on course, and Kevin Somerville as well. So we'll get the team in. And this is the first time I've actually get the privilege of interviewing the lady who runs the show when it comes to this event. She is the lady behind a mighty stud farm in Drakenstein. And firstly, hearty congratulations on this huge success and what you've started here in Cape Town.
Thank you very much, Dees. Very happy to see you here.
Coming to the racetrack today, you know, this is the build-up, the Friday into the Saturday, and the vibe's picking up nicely.
Yes, we've got double the amount of people this year on the Friday. Our ticket sales for tomorrow are also, we thought, would be less, and in fact many more, so we're very happy.
How are things on the stud farm? I mean, things still blossoming, because last season was just awesome for you guys.
I know. No, everything's good. Very, very good. We're looking forward to seeing our babies run. Very happy with this win. I want to say thank you to the Snaith team. I feel as though I've sort of broken the drought.
Sure.
Thanks to Kevin and everybody at home. Thanks to Richard. Very good ride. He liked this filly, so very happy.
I think I'll speak on behalf of everybody in racing that we thank you for your involvement in the game and bringing so much of color and so much of vibe and such a fantastic atmosphere to the track over these 2 days. It's really something that we got you to thank for, so thank you very much for that.
It's a great, great pleasure. I just also want to say that this filly, I bought her, what is it, great-grandmother, whatever, 4 generations anyway.
Yes.
So she's important to me to still have this family.
Kevin, maybe you're going to touch on the family a bit. You're the man who does the pedigrees, etc. back home.
Yeah, so Geno, I think, bought Final Court. Was the first filly that she ever bought, and we've been trying to keep the family alive, and they've made it a little bit hard for us. But I've been trying to. But no, this it seemed like a lovely way to put a bit of quality into this family with her going to King's Barnes, and he's just been a sad loss to the South African racing scene, but. What a wonderful stallion, and he's left, fillies like this, and also Gabor and King of Gems, nice, lovely colt. So, we couldn't be happy with the way, he's the marker that he's leaving on the South African stud book.
I just want to touch on your runners to come. I know that you got your finger on your pulse when it comes to these colours today and tomorrow, but just this afternoon, a filly like Clouds Unfold, just unfortunate that the mishap and we didn't get to see her in KZN and how she's doing after her first run back.
Look, I think, Candice would be better better qualified, but I think she's very happy with her at home. It was a massive injury that she had, so we've got to sort of take that into account. Her last run was disappointing, but it wasn't, that disappointing. First run back over 1,000 meters after 6 months off. It was probably just too quick for her, so this 1,200 will be better for her, and hopefully she'll have her spark back. But apparently she's very well at home, and we hope for a very good run.
Well, I wish you guys all the best for the rest of the 2 days. Well done to Mrs. Gaynor Rupert and her stunt manager, who is Kevin Somerville. Hearty congratulations to them. And in the winning groom, his name is Becky. Congratulations to him. He takes care of Queen of Quiet. And that is wonderful. That's the winning groom, Becky. Okay, and that's a wrap of this interview for race number 4. And I think it's quite fitting that on Lamarance, Queen's Plate, weekend and carnival that Mrs. Rupert and her team at Drakensstad have hit the board.